You're ready.
All right, so thanks for tuning in. This is the first installment, and we have a question from an attorney in Florida. And she did not give me permission to use her name, so I won't. And she had sort of two questions. And the first question was basically, how is it even possible to take off for 2 whole months and your business keeps going and growing? And that's obviously a bigger question. And her second question is specifically, what staff do I have in place that gives me the ability to do this? So first of all, it's important that you get the order of value of your law firm straight. And if you ask 99% of the most successful entrepreneurs, we are all very clear on what's the most important thing in our business, what's the second most important thing in our business, and third and fourth and so on. However, if you ask most lawyers, 99% of lawyers will argue the exact opposite. So here it is from me to you. The most important contribution of value for your law firm is sales. If you're not making sales, if sales are not taking place, then there's no clients. And if there's no clients, there's no money. If there's no money, you're out of business. So sales always has to be the first most important thing, and that's why we teach you to learn sales systematically and then train someone other than you to be able to keep making sales even when you're away. That's the first thing I did in my business, is I got really, really good at sales, and then I taught someone else how to do it so that I could work on other parts of my business while he kept making sales and I was out doing other things. The second most important thing is marketing. And the reason why marketing is the second most important thing is because the job of marketing is to bring prospective new clients to the door. If there's no prospective new clients coming to the door, then there's no one to have a sales conversation with. So I got the marketing systematized. I got the marketing organized. And this didn't happen overnight. And I got it worked out, and then I hired someone and put them in place and gave them a financial incentive to make sure that the marketing was working, so that I could then be free and liberated from that to work on other parts of my business. The third most important thing is making sure the business gets paid. Yes, because if you're not getting paid, you're out of business. That's obvious, right? And so the third thing I did was I got really smart. I studied, I took courses, I hired experts, I hired consultants, and I got really smart about understanding the finances, the budget variance report, the cash flow projections, the margins, the understanding what's the most profitable, not just the most revenue parts of my business. And then I put people in place to manage that for me so I could manage my business by reports that they gave me. So then I got to look at reports from sales to make sure that sales was working the way it was supposed to be working, and I spot checked. And I got to look at reports from marketing to make sure that marketing was working the way it was supposed to be working, and I spot checked. And then I got to look at a financial dashboard to make sure that the economics were working. Now the fourth most important part of your law firm is to make sure that the work is getting done and of course delivered to your clients. Making sure that the work is getting done, as opposed to the fifth most important part, which is actually doing the work itself. Don't worry, keep rolling. A bug just flew in my eye. It's how it goes sometimes. Sales is most important, marketing is second most important, making sure you get paid is third most important, making sure the work gets done is fourth, and doing the work itself is fifth. If you ask 99% of broke, struggling lawyers out there who have no free time, who can't get away from their office, who don't have any money to hire staff, and they say, well, I can't do that because I don't have any money. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And the reason why is because they put this in exactly the opposite order. They think that doing the work is the most important thing, and they get around to making sure the work is getting done when they get around to it, and they treat getting paid almost like an afterthought, and then marketing when they get around to it, and sales is like a dirty word that they try to avoid. But if you get the order right, everything will become much more clear to you. So I want you to do this right now. As an exercise, list out 3 things that are getting done in your business right now to make sales happen systematically in an organized, consistent, predictable way. If you have questions, write into the forum or write into me, and I'll give you some help. I'll give you some more advice, or we can, if you've got a specific question, we can address it in a later video. But describe how sales works. Describe it in a systematic, organized way that you could actually someday maybe teach someone else other than you how to do. That's the homework assignment for today. I'm here in Palm Springs. We're at the Riviera Hotel. This is where our upcoming live quarterly meeting is going to be. I just finished doing a 2-day mastermind with 10 lawyers who flew in from all around the country to come and do a 2-day mindset mastermind with me to figure out where they were stopping themselves from growing their businesses even more. And now I'm going to drive from here in Palm Springs and take a real nice drive across the desert to Scottsdale, Arizona, where I'm going to be running another mastermind with about 7 or 8 or 9 other lawyers who, again, are coming in from all over the country, including some members of our $1 Million Club who are going to come and learn from what I'm doing and how I do it. So keep your questions coming, and I will keep answering them for the next couple weeks while I'm on this road trip doing my thing and helping you out. And thank you to, what's your name?
Ruben.
Thank you to Ruben, who works at the restaurant and was nice enough to hold the camera for me. You gotta do what you gotta do.